welcome back to my channel. It's Jasmine and I'm back with another video. So today's video is almost like a part 2 of the Bohemian living room makeover that I did maybe just like 2 or 3 videos ago on my YouTube channel. So please make sure to watch that one if you have not already. This is almost like a continuation. So I'm back at the same apartment, same space, and they have the same design aesthetic for their bedroom as they did for the living room. So today I'm gonna share with you just kind of how I came up with the design. I'm gonna take you shopping to show you some of the stuff that I picked out for them, and then I'll take you back to their apartment to set everything up and show you the reveal. I hope you enjoy this one. Let's jump in. So let's talk design. So Maddie and Jenny is the couple that I'm working for in this project. And Maddie pretty much, as the husband, was like, you guys figure it out and bring me in just to pay for the stuff, you know? So it was pretty cool. He kind of gave us free reign to figure the design out together, just me and her. And she was very flexible, very open. I love working with couples like this. It's just easier to design and be creative when couples are open and willing to let you kind of take the reins on the design. I will say I defer to the couple as much as possible and I give them all the options based on what they tell me, but they're not super specific in their demands, if that makes sense. So here's Jenny's inspo photos. Very vibey, very cute. I noticed a lot of green in all of her inspo photos for the living room and the bedroom, and so I did want to incorporate green in all of the spaces because there's a reason why she picked green in all of her inspo photos, I'm sure. And then when I walked into the bedroom, I noticed that she had a green knit throw blanket, and so it was really crucial to me to incorporate that throw blanket because it was one of the only pieces that they actually still had and kept from their previous bedroom, and so to me that means it must be something they really like. The green blanket was really the jumping off point for this design, and it was really the thing that got me stirring and thinking of the design that I chose. So when I went to the bedroom design, I was really thinking to go monochromatic on the bed. I don't know why, this really felt like the vibe and the way to go for this bedroom because I saw this green throw blanket. I was like, well, let's do a green comforter under and just kind of like beef up this throw blanket and just make it a whole vibe. And so I really leaned into that for the bedding that I chose. But then also to come alongside that, I really wanted to incorporate some patterns around. So the rug that we chose, I will say, was not a rug we chose specifically for the bedroom, but was actually something we had chosen for the living room as a secondary rug that we didn't end up going with, and so we had it, and so we were going to incorporate it in the bedroom, which I ended up loving it in the bedroom, but that's kind of like a happy accident because we didn't initially pick it out for the bedroom. But it was neutral anyway, so I knew it would work. I knew that I wanted to give them a couple options for furniture because the budget was a little bit on the lower end. It was $3,000 for kitchen stuff, dining room stuff, living room, bathroom, and bedroom, which is a lot of spaces to work into $3,000 when you're getting all new furniture. That really makes it difficult and doesn't have a lot of wiggle room for decor and extra things like that. So that really was kind of driving how I was choosing the furniture. I actually jumped on Amazon. I do like furniture outside of Amazon, I will say, but I think sometimes like on these lower price points, it's easier to find like a $100 bed frame or $100 nightstands, things like that are like a little bit more on the low end side. What I did was I presented them with a couple different options. Bohemian style can really lean a few different ways. I gave them an option to kind of lean into mid-century modern, which usually men tend to like mid-century modern furniture. It's just kind of more of their vibe. And so I sent them that option, and I also sent them an option of like more of like a rattan and stuff like that. And so obviously these were all like budget friendly options, and so they're not like the best quality of furniture, but these were the different styles that I sent them. They ended up choosing the mid-century modern, which I love and I thought was such a great choice for them. And then to bring in more of the boho vibes with the rattan, I actually picked out some wall sconces that were rattan as well, so that it could just kind of bring back more of that bohemian style to the mid-century modern furniture. Another thing we wanted to do was, because she wanted those cozy vibes, I knew we had to get rid of the vertical blinds. They were just not going to do it for me. So we planned to take the vertical blinds out and we got some curtains to replace them. One of Jenny's other goals was to have a space to get ready, like a vanity or some sort of desk mirror situation. So I jumped on Amazon to see what my options were to get something that was still cute and goes with the space, but as cheap as possible so that we can stay within the budget. So after the bigger items were ordered, I had about $200 left over to grab some of the smaller decor to kind of pull this room together. So I'm gonna take you shopping with me so I can show you some of the items that I picked up. And then I also grabbed some stuff from my stash of decor that I had that I don't use, which I also brought to fill in some of those gaps. So I stopped at Target. I couldn't really find any throw pillows that I really was in love with that were tying all the colors together. So I was working with what I had. I ran into this really cute checkered pillow at Target, so I grabbed it. But I grabbed a few options just so I could make sure that I had something that would work on this bed when I was tying the room together. As you guys know, I don't use color often, and so this was a little bit of a challenge for me, but I'm excited to be kind of experimenting more with color and seeing how to make different colors and patterns work together. And then I stopped off at Home Depot. You can't have a bohemian makeover without some plants, so I grabbed a couple different plants. To stay within the budget, I only grabbed 2, but this is something that she can add later on down the line when they have a little bit more budget for it. She can keep building on her plant collection. Once I had all my items, I head over to their apartment so that I can style it. Pleasant surprise for me when I got to the space was that all of the furniture had already been built. This is a huge help for me because then I don't have to spend the time building it. And so I was really excited when I saw the pieces. I was like, yes, these actually were pretty great quality for the price point. And so I was really excited to get to styling. So something that I wanted to do, I had already measured everything and checked measurements online, but I wanted to make sure that just the way that I had mapped it out when I set it up, it's actually the spots that I wanted this furniture to be. So I just quickly moved everything to the spots that I thought it should go, and then moved it again so that I could roll out the rug. So after I laid the rug, I removed the vertical blinds because I knew they were gonna go, and I wanted to hang up our curtains. I try to do just the simple no-brainer things first and then save more of the improvising things that I have to be creative with for the end. Once the curtains were up, I had to just really make sure that the bed was exactly where I wanted it to be, because once I hang up this macrame wall hanging, it's really just a done deal. And so I just double checked the bed placement, and then I hung up our macrame wall hanging. The macrame wall hanging, I just made sure that it was higher than if the pillows were set up against the wall. We don't have a headboard, which this was just a cheaper option for us to not have a headboard. And Jenny really liked the look of like the platform beds with no headboard. So we kind of leaned into that and saved money that way. And then so I just made sure that our wall hanging was up above where the pillows would be if they were up against the wall straight up. And then I just centered it to the middle of the bed frame. And then after I did that, I wanted to just kind of set up the bed like a rough setup just so I can see what it looked like and like get an idea of how the room was coming together. They weren't home at the time that I was setting this up. I couldn't find the pillow covers for the matching comforter that we had, so I had to kind of hold off on fully setting up the bed, but I just wanted a rough idea, so I put that together. Once that was set up, I was just kind of looking at the room, and I realized that where I had initially planned to leave the vanity was just not really the right spot. It just felt a little bit more crowded, and this is what I love about coming and doing something in person, because sometimes the plan, it works, like things fit there, but sometimes they don't really flow. Like the flow of the room felt a little bit off, and it felt a little bit crowded. And so, and especially just like as you're walking in, like it just looked like a lot coming in. And so I wanted to move the vanity over to the other corner of the room where we currently had the like body mirror, and then I wanted to bring that body mirror over to this little corner because it could create just like a space to get ready and get dressed, but then also leaves them some room to like work out or do any like floor space things they would need to do in that room. but then also putting the mirror there would put it in front of the window, so then it would also reflect light and just give the illusion that the room is bigger and brighter than it actually is. Jenny loves to do yoga and work out, and so she had a ton of like workout gear. What's really great about this bed frame that we got is it's kind of high off the ground, and so I actually just took all of her workout gear and I started putting them under the ground just in an organized manner. This is a great hack for small spaces if you have a small bedroom or whatnot. Use the under the bed space for organization and just getting more things stored. There's also like little rollout things that you can get for under the bed. Maybe I'll try to link some in the description box. I had recommended some to them, just like they're like little drawers that you can literally roll under your bed to store some things, and they even have ones with zippers on them, and so just a great space saving hack. Since we moved this mirror over into this corner, I wanted to just kind of fill it out without making it look too crowded. So I added this tall vase that I brought and then some pampas grass just to add a little something in this corner, but still leave it open for them to do whatever they need to do there. And then I pretty much stall as long as possible to hang up anything on the wall that requires wall anchors. So then I put up the wall sconces. I love the little touch that these add to the room because they give a little glow. And these really add the boho vibes that they were looking for and more of that like chill, relaxing look. You don't have to turn on the big overhead light. You can just turn on your little lamps. These actually came with remotes, which I don't think I filmed. They came with 2 remotes, and I put 1 remote in each of their nightstands so they can operate their personal light. And what's fun about these lights was they also change colors, which I didn't film either, but they change like purple, green, blue, red, all the different colors. And so they can do like a fun little night of like colored lights in their bedroom as well. After that, I wanted to hang up a plant in the corner, so I had purchased this pothos plant from Home Depot, and I had a little pot that came from my stash, and so I put this plant into the pot, and then I hung it up in the corner with a leftover plant hanger that we had from our living room makeover. In the corner over by the vanity, I had some leftover jewelry organizers I'd used on my channel a couple years ago when I first started, and I just gifted them to Jenny so that she can organize some of her jewelry for now until she finds another solution for it. The wood rack that I had made, it was a DIY where I just screwed hooks in, is a place to hang your necklaces, and then the other one was a chicken wire that I had found dollar bins at Target, and so you can just hang your earrings on the holes there. I also was kind of in a rush, so I missed filming a lot of different shots, but I organized her little shelf there and the top of her vanity, and then I added a candle which I grabbed from Target. When Jenny got home, she was able to help me find the missing pillow covers, so I was able to start putting the bed together. And as far as the nightstands, the styling, I had found this old oil diffuser that was in one of their drawers. It was a little bit dirty, but I just took it to the sink, washed it up, and it was actually still working in great condition. So I ended up putting that on one of the nightstands, which added another little glow, which was such cute vibes. And then I also added on the other nightstand was a little basket that I had found when I'd gone thrifting. It was just like a cute little Rwandan African basket. And then she had a journal on her shelf, which I just styled under the basket, and our other plant from Home Depot in a pot that I also have. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Let's take a look at the before and the afters. home partway through the design, so I didn't get to film her reaction, but she filmed Maddie's reaction once he got home after I had already left. So I'm going to share with you a clip of that video.
2, 3.
Yo. This is not the same room.
No, you can't turn the lights on because it ruins the vibe.
Such a vibe.
That's why, because it's the ambient lighting.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Dude, she went crazy.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. They loved the makeover. They were telling me how grateful they were, and so I'm so excited for them to be enjoying their space and loving it. Let me know what you guys thought about it and if there's anything you would do differently. I noticed for me, just like working with color, even if it's minimal, has always been such a stretch. And so I'm like going to be pushing myself a little bit more to experiment with colors and patterns, because I feel like that's a muscle that I want to work and get better at using. And so yeah, just let me know your guys' feedback and what you guys thought about this room. I love the way that it came out. I feel like it's so them and it just works really well. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, because I have some exciting videos coming up pretty soon. I got some new partnerships and then just something that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So just stay tuned. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. As always, keep spreading the love and light, and I will catch you in the next one. We bring it